This was supposed to be a messaging bill, something like, oh, we stand for this, we stand against this. And now it's something that could impact communities and turn local authorities, local police departments into the ones in charge of immigration. And what is interesting, I learned this morning that even ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, has warned that this bill would be problematic because they do not have the resources to enforce the law. And they would need $3.2 billion in extra funds for the 2025 fiscal year if the bill becomes law. And that would go towards additional beds to detain people. And they would actually also potentially have to release detained migrants because they don't have enough facilities to detain the people that they already have with the ones that would come in if this bill were to pass.
So you're raising a really important point here, right? Because the way that the law currently works, immigration officials are using their discretion to detain people with violent criminal records, right? This law would override that discretion, right? And what that means is the federal government would then have to immediately act on anyone who is caught stealing something over $100, so on and so forth. So then there's only a finite amount of resources available to the enforcement of these laws. So at that point, instead of prioritizing criminals, they're prioritizing people who have these lower thresholds, for lack of better words, shoplifting, so on and so forth. Those people that then get put into the system, and they're no longer out there on the streets looking for violent criminals, and so on and so forth. And so if passed, you'll see less individuals in detention who are violent convicted criminals than you see today, because you'll be going after these people who are shoplifters or committing these other things. That's not my opinion. That is the ICE former chief of staff, Jason Hauser, who said that, right? And he believes that this would actually hinder the ability ICE day to day to do the work of going after violent criminals. So again, this is a messaging bill that hasn't really been fleshed out, hasn't really been thought through. And